Is the key here that the timing kind of just works out? Does population decrease? Like all these kind of have to line up for there not to be this massive job loss with AI.
Yeah, well, look, if we didn't have AI, we'd be in a panic right now about what's going to happen to the economy,
Mm.
right? Because what we'd be staring at is a future of depopulation, and like depopulation without new technology would just mean that the economy shrinks, right? So it would mean that the economy kind of itself kind of shrinks over time. The opportunity diminishes. There are no new there are no new jobs. There are no new fields. There's no new source of consumer demand for spending on things. And so you would be very worried about going into a period of like severe decline and stagnation. And essentially you'd be looking at these like very dystopian scenarios of like an economy kind of self euthanizing itself over time. So you'd be very worried about like the opposite of what everybody thinks that they're worried about. The only reason we're not worried about that is because we now know that we have the technology that can substitute for the lack of population growth, and then also for the lack of immigration that's likely. And so I would say the timing has worked out miraculously well in the sense that we're going to have AI and robots precisely when we actually need them to keep the economy from actually shrinking. And I just think like that's just like a fundamentally good news story.